Good morning from the rainy Vancouver. This is a message for those who want the latest gadgets, the latest phones with the 5G technology, the highest power radios, the highest power access points, and hotspots, the fastest streaming service in their home. So before energy, we are information. If you don't get the concept, that's totally fine, but I'll explain you in a couple of words, since I do work in this field of radio frequency. Let's say you have your mother-in-law screaming loud like a hotspot or like an access point in the room, and there are a few other people in the room, but you need to talk to your spouse only. The thing is, your mother-in-law is very obnoxious, it's very loud, it's like she wants to have a voice in the house, like an access point. You are having hard time to understand what your spouse is talking about, because there is a loud person in the house that try to take control over the exchange of information between everyone else, right? The mother-in-law is the boss. Same thing with access points. What this one has anything to do with energy and information? Your heart is governed by microvolts of electrical signals, and it requires a biofeedback from the brain through the vagus nerve. Vagus nerve uses millions and millions of neurons to transfer the signals, the energy, the information from the heart to the brain, and from the brain to the heart, and among other organs. The heart has its own mechanism that keeps the heart pumping and moving those muscles. But when you do some effort, when you have some stress, when you change something in your emotions, the brain would tell the heart to do something different. So if these signals are being altered by the outside signals generated by a high power cell phone, or high energy, I would say, which is a 5G technology, high energy cell phone, or your Wi-Fi router, or your data streaming access point in the house or in the neighborhood, or your building cell phone site, if you see antennas on top of your building roof, or your cell phone tower next to your soccer field, guess what? The heart is like you trying to listen to the spouse, but the heart, same thing, is trying to listen to the brain signals, but lots of data get altered in between. So I can say if the heart-brain communication has a system to correct the errors, maybe it does. In the data communication between computers, there is a system to correct these errors. So if bits get lost, if there is a noise in the line, like electrical noise in the line, like it could be routers, cell phones, could be electrical motors, the networks protocol have a system to correct these errors, so you don't get fuzzy data or fuzzy image on the screen, you don't get lost data when you do banking and all that. But I don't know, I'm not a scientist in this field of medical science to tell you if the brain is able to correct the information from the heart, or if the heart is smart enough to correct the missing data from the brain in case of this type of strong electrical signals from outside. And these electrical signals are vibrating at high frequency, and they have high energy. They are able to penetrate the human body, the cells, the tissues, the water in the body, to reach your vagus nerve, your heart nerve, your brain, right? So if you don't see twitches on your body, if you don't see your head moving and you having speech impairment, doesn't mean these signals don't get altered, right? You may just see that you get tired more often, and the doctor will say yes, because you got old, right? But if you notice that you got tired over the last 2-3 years since they implemented the 5G technology, then you need to think about what's the new in the equation. What's the change? When you try to troubleshoot something, you always look for the changes, right? I do troubleshooting for 30 years or so, and that's the basic way to troubleshoot things. You look for the changes. The aging, it's a very slow process unless you have some sort of a nasty disease. But the aging is made by God at the information level in a way that you don't feel it. It's not like okay, today I'm super tired and yesterday I was totally fine. No, it takes a while. The brain doesn't realize. Yeah, so that's the idea. If you notice that you started to age or feel confused, or you're not able to focus at work, then you need to check with the doctor, and don't blame the 5Gs or your routers the way I do suggest. First, check for a life-threatening disease that could affect, like a leukemia or anything that could affect your power, your energy systems, or check with one of those naturopaths, one of the healers, someone who can see your energy points, your chakras, see what's going on in your energy system, what altered those systems that cause you be tired, right, and having or not having energy. Okay, so letting you go. I'm going to the office, and today is Friday, but still a very good day. Bye bye.